Hello, everyone. Welcome to another interesting learning time with Miss Deborah. Come along, let's learn together. Today, I'm so excited because we're going to learn how to write an informal letter, or you can call it a friendly letter. Have you ever written a letter before? What do you need to include in a letter? Now, what is a letter? A letter is a written language conveyed from one person to another. A letter is also used as a means of communication between two people. It is usually sent through a mail or a post in an envelope. We have two types of letter. We have a formal letter and we have an informal letter. In today's lesson, we are going to focus on an informal letter. Now, what is an informal letter? An informal letter is an exchange of information between people who know each other very well. It is written to share news about yourself and to ask or answer questions to get to know someone very well or better. Now, when it comes to a friendly letter or an informal letter, who can we write to? We can write a friendly letter to anyone that we want to learn more about. Now see the pictures below for some examples. We can write a friendly or informal letter to our friends. We can write a friendly letter to our family. We can write the letters to our pals in the classroom, our friends in school. We can also write a friendly or an informal letter to authors, book authors. We have examples of book authors. We can write a friendly letter to Eric Carle. We can write a friendly letter to Dr. Seuss. We can write to Roald Dahl. We can write to Wilson. We can write to Fidawi. These are all book authors. Now, there are 5 parts of an informal letter. When it comes to an informal letter or a friendly letter, we have the heading, we have the greeting, we have the body, we have the closing, and finally, we have the signature. Now come along, let's explore the parts of an informal letter or a friendly letter. The first part of a friendly letter is called the heading. The heading is where you write the address and the date. It tells the reader when you wrote the letter. Now, where can we find the heading? The heading goes on the top right corner of your letter. Here we have 36 Graham Street, February 1st, 2022. Now, this is the heading of my letter. Now, let's talk about the second part of a friendly letter. We have the greeting. The greeting is the second part of your friendly letter. The greeting is where you say hello to who you are writing to. Remember to always use a comma after the greeting. After writing the name of the person, you always include a comma. The greeting goes after the heading at the left corner of your letter. Here we have a greeting with different examples. Hello, Amy. Dear Mom. Greetings, Susie. Now you can see all the greetings have a comma after the name. Hello, Amy. And we have a comma. Dear Mom. We have a comma. Greetings, Susie. And then we have a comma. The third part of a letter is called the body. The body is the main part of your letter. In the body, you tell why you are writing the letter. You ask questions and answer them also. The body comes after the greeting. We call it the heart of the letter. Here is an example of the body of a letter. How are you? Now that's a question. I hope you are having fun in school. Have you made any new friends? I have made lots of friends at school. I hope that you will write back soon. I miss you. Now this is a body of a letter. And now here we have the fourth part of a letter, the closing. The closing is the part where you say goodbye to whoever you are writing to. You always need a comma after writing the words. Over here we have the first word, goodbye. We have so many examples of words you can use to close a letter. Goodbye, and after the word goodbye we have a comma. Sincerely. After the word sincerely we have a comma. Hugs and kisses. After these phrases we have a comma. You can as well use until we meet again, and you also include a comma. Now this is an example of the closing of the letter. The closing comes after the body, and it is at the end of the letter. And now we have the final part of the letter. The final part of a friendly letter is called the signature. The signature is where you sign your name. It goes on the line below your closing. Over here, this is a signature. And below, you have a name, Deborah. Now, this is the last part of your informal letter. The last part of the informal letter is called the signature. Now let's explore the parts of a friendly letter using the letter I have written to my students. Can you recall the first part of a friendly letter? Heading. Bravo. The first part of a friendly letter is the heading, and the heading includes the dates and the address. Now over here we have a date and we also have the address. This is the heading. February 1st, 2022. And we have the address 36 Graham Street. This is the heading of a letter. Can you also recall the second part of a friendly letter? The second part of a friendly letter is called the greeting. And the greeting includes dear students. Remember, after the greeting, you should always include a comma. And over here, I have a comma. Dear students. Now, what is the next part? The third part of a friendly letter. Can you recall? The third part of a friendly letter is called the body. And here we have an example of the body. I hope you are enjoying this lesson on writing friendly letters. I look forward to class tomorrow when we will write letters of our own. Now this is the body of my letter, the content of my letter. Remember, you can call the body of a letter the heart of a letter. Now this is what your letter is all about, the content, the reason why you are writing the letter. That is what the body is all about. I hope you are enjoying this lesson on writing friendly letters. I look forward to class tomorrow when we will write letters of our own. Now, can you recall the next part of a friendly letter? That should be the fourth part. The fourth part of a friendly letter is called the closing. And over here I have my closing. Your teacher. And after your teacher, I also have a comma. So whenever you have written your closing, always include a comma at the end of your closing. Now, what is the final part of a friendly letter? Can you recall? The final part of a friendly letter is called the signature. Now I have over here my signature as my name, Mrs. Deborah. And you end it with a full stop. Now, this is a very good example of a friendly letter. You can see I have displayed all the parts of a friendly letter: the heading, the greeting, the body, the closing, and the signature. Now, this is an example of an informal or a friendly letter. Now, why do we write a friendly letter? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of writing an informal letter? We write an informal letter to show love to our friends and family. We write letters to connect with our old friends that we haven't seen in a long while, to appreciate our friends and our family, our pals, to persuade or request for something. Oh, my birthday will be coming up next week. I would like you to visit. I would like you to come around. I would like you to buy me a beautiful present, to request for something, to inform or share news, just like you're sharing news about your birthday in your letter. Now, these are the purpose of writing an informal letter. And so we've come to the end of our lesson for today. I hope you are ready to explore and write beautiful letters to your friends and family. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share for more interesting videos. Bye!